What's going on? Wow, my headphones almost fell off. Okay, I am way too into this so far. What's going on, guys? You're in with Logitech. Welcome back to my Pokemon Y Butterfree solo run without a Butterfree. This is actually the Caterpie and Chessman duo run. I'm sorry I lied to you guys. Also, for some reason, in the last video, Caterpie, hi! Oh man, I was just talking about you. That's actually a good topic. I completely forgot that you can catch Caterpies in this game, so there was no need for me to hatch my own at level 1. It doesn't have any kind of specific IVs or nature or anything. Some reason I just decided to hatch one when I completely forgot I could just freaking go catch one instead, and it probably would have saved a lot of time. It would have been like level 2 or 3, and a lot of people for some reason were saying that I spelled Butterball wrong, and I don't know what you guys are talking about. It works perfectly fine to me, and it also totally is in a different nature and a different Caterpie in general, so shh. Nobody needs to know about this, okay? I think we could just keep this secret between you guys and me. Pretend it's the same one. Awesome. First time getting interrupted since I lived here. You guys gotta celebrate that moment with me. Yay! Okay, so let's just completely pretend that that's the same Caterpie. Completely pretend that this Chessman isn't one level higher. And then I didn't just retrain another one, because I get caught up in a moment sometimes, alright? It's a very exciting moment. Ooh, revenge! That's right, this is the little kid. I got beat up by a little kid in the last episode, and it was something I'm not very proud of. Some of you will be happy to know this, some of you won't be happy to notice that the sound issues should now be corrected. I'm sorry if that disappoints you. I didn't want to cause you guys misery over that decision, but yeah, I fixed sound issues. A lot of you actually really seem to enjoy me yelling at my sound mixer, which, I mean, if it makes you guys happy, I will never complain about that, but at the same time, it was driving me insane, and I thought it was more annoying than anything with the sound constantly spiking up. Like, yeah, my reactions apparently were enjoyable because you guys like watching people rage, which is the reason Five Nights at Freddy is popular in the first place. But, it bothered me, and it's something I wanted to fix, and I don't even think I actually fixed it the right way, because if I left it, it's still just like randomly spiking up at random points, which is driving me insane. But what I did is I just lowered the volume of my entire computer, like what I did at the end of the last episode, because I can't find any other way to fix it. Like, I tried a different, actually I did not try a different cord. No, I did try a different cord, and it just wouldn't connect. So apparently this is the only cord in the entire world that will work with my 3DS, and I hope it's the cord that's malfunctioning. If it's the 3DS that's malfunctioning, I'm going to be extremely depressed. But anyways, as we head into Tinloon Forest, I want to thank you guys for the amazing support you guys showed on the first episode. Right now, I think we're almost at 500 likes on that video. That is so insane. I did not expect that. I thought, like, a part of me thought, like, this channel's probably mainly dead, because a lot of people, you know, went over to the Hardy Tech channel. A lot of people might have thought I just stopped posting and just completely ignored it, but no, there's like almost 500 likes. I'm not sure the view count, because the views keep constantly changing. They don't go down or anything. I don't know how many people have actually watched it, but I just want to say thank you guys so much for all the support you're showing on this series so far. It's so freaking incredible, and I think we should keep it up again. So if you do enjoy this video, I suggest, why am I avoiding this battle? I need as much Caterpie experience as I can get, and instead I'm like going out of my way. Well, I'm a little afraid of little kids right now. I'm a little afraid of little kids after what happened in the last episode. Oh my god, it's youngster Joey! That's not a Rattata. That's gonna bug me. Sorry, but yeah, seriously, dude, why don't you have a Rattata? I mean, Rattata, I didn't understand why Rattata wasn't in X and Y. I mean, it seems so fitting that they brought back so many first-gen Pokemon in X and Y, because this is kind of like a mixture of new Pokemon and kind of like a weird Kanto, like a spiritual successor to Kanto is the way I saw it, because, I mean, the Santolan Forest is set up very similar. Like, if you look at it, it's set up very similar to the Viridian Forest. You catch bugs here, it's the forest right at the beginning of the game. The actual layout of it is very similar. I don't know why, whenever I just thought of X and Y, I just kind of thought of it as like a weird spiritual successor to Red and Blue. And maybe I'm the only one who saw that, maybe I'm just completely insane. I think it's very possible, and I've accepted that fact. I'm fully aware that I'm insane, but I like to think it's some of my charm. But yeah, I got completely off topic. I was telling you guys, oh, you have a fletchling, you're an ass. This again, thank you guys for all the freaking amazing, awesome support you've been showing on the first episode of the series, and hopefully we will be able to get back up into daily videos. I wanted to have one yesterday, and that just it didn't work out because I got busy all afternoon. So because of, I can never predict how my life is going to be going anymore. Like I'll think, oh, I'll just wake up and be on my computer all day. No, it's never that simple for me anymore. You're living across the street from my sister, who has my niece and nephew. I'm always like babysitting or doing some kind of chore, helping somebody with something, and it's just very hard to actually like plan out my day anymore. Combine that with the fact that I've been doing a lot of things to get back into shape lately. I've been going out and jogging. I've been going to the gym. I've actually been keeping a somewhat daily blog over on Tumblr, which is a link to that in our description. If you look down where it says my personal Tumblr or whatever, that'll take you over there. We're like on day 19 now, so it's going pretty well so far, I like to think. So I might do like a different format with the series where I just like shorter videos, like maybe 15-minute videos or so, but I'll just like bulk record like 3 in a day, so that at least I'll be good for a few days in case something comes up. Oh, this is gonna feel really good. The ultimate battle. That just reminds me of when X and Y very first came out. I remember I posted a picture on Twitter the day X and Y came out of like I had a Caterpie, and I was facing a Weedle, and I'm like, the greatest rivalry of all time has come to 3D, and it was just marvelous. So and it's so weird to think like that Pokemon, this is how far Pokemon has come for Black and White, or not Black and White, Red and Blue, which was just, well, in one hand it was Black and White, so it was all super 2D. It was literally just like drawn images, and now it's come this far to where it's 3D models, 3D to a certain extent, everything, but still keeping that like 2D-ish Pokemon charm. And I keep thinking, where do they even go from here? Like, we seem to have big graphic jumps like every 2 to 3 generations. Like Generation 1 to Generation 2 wasn't huge. Generation 2 to Generation 3 was a pretty big jump in my opinion. 3 to 4 was not super big, like everything just kind of got a little more poppy, if that makes sense. 4 to 5 wasn't a huge change, and then 5 to 6 obviously was probably the biggest change in graphics in the entire like Pokemon series history, at least as far as the battles go. Like the overworld, you could see a lot of similarities to Black and White in the 5th generation, but the in battle, like, there's never been, well, I mean, obviously there's been Coliseum. Now that I think about that, like, Coliseum and Stadium are very reminiscent of X and Y's overworld. No, I don't want your stupid Pokeballs. I haven't even been catching anything, because I'm a horrible, horrible trader. I realize that, and I also realize we're not really needing Chespin anymore, although I feel like this is, are you the one? Okay, you have the Pikachu. I know there's a trainer in here that had a Pikachu. I also know there's a trainer in here that I think has another Fletchling. The Fletchlings and the flying types in general are going to wait, weren't you supposed to, where are my Pokemon healed? Do I have to actually talk to her to heal my Pokemon? Oh! That's not good. Oh god, I don't want to go all the way back to freaking the hometown. Actually, I want to go back to the hometown because I did remember to heal up in that middle town, the Odale town of this generation. I did remember to heal up there, and I think it's super awesome that they like made a Pokemon Center there, but it isn't a Pokemon Center. It's like just this little room where you go in, and they're like, hey, you should rest, but it has a red roof, and it's like a Red Roof Inn, which is a hotel chain here in the United States. For those of you who either don't live, I don't know actually if it's international or not, but there's this hotel chain called Red Roof Inn. Kind of, it's like an expensive motel, basically. Like, I think it's technically a motel, but it's more expensive than, like, Motel 6 or something? I don't know. But, I was just watching a video, and I've been watching a lot of videos, and I've just been reading a lot of news, and I've been on Twitter in general, and heal my Pokemon. What do you think you're doing? Standing here being useless. Yeah, okay, thank you. But, as most of you probably know, PAX East is going on right now, and, it's making me really sad because I would love to go to a PAX someday, just do like a big convention in general and like meet some of you guys. That would be really cool because I've met like 3 or 4 subscribers in the past, and that's been really awesome. But to like go to an actual convention and just meet a bunch of people, I would love, like, one of my goals as a YouTuber is to either host or be a part of a panel someday. That would just be like the coolest thing ever. That's something like I've always, even like I've daydreamed about that kind of thing for a really long time, because I think it'd just be the coolest thing ever to host a panel at a giant convention with just like all of my little Caterpies there. That would just be the coolest thing, and that's like my long-term goal as a YouTuber at this point, whether it's with Pokemon or it's in a completely different entirety, because you know I am branching out from gaming videos. My plan right now is I do plan on going to PAX Prime next year, because I want to go with because that's in Seattle, which is over on the West Coast, and that's a somewhat reasonable trip. I don't know if I'd fly or if I'd drive, because if I did go, I would probably take Bree with me, and she's in Oregon. It's like Washington, Oregon, California, so I'd probably go to Oregon and then we'd go to Seattle, which I think overall is like 20 hours of driving, but I wouldn't do it all at once, obviously. Right now I do plan on going to PAX Prime 2016, so if any of you live in like the Washington area or plan on going to PAX Prime next year, that could be our opportunity to meet. I realize it's well over a year away. I mean, maybe somehow I'll end up going to PAX Prime. Actually, I have no idea when PAX Prime is. I'm pretty sure it's August. But I mean, maybe somehow I'll end up like winning tickets to PAX Prime of this year. That would be really cool. But my long-term goal is to go to PAX Prime next year. I'd love to host. I could definitely do like a fan meetup, but just being a part of a panel is the one thing I like want more than anything else right now. 100,000 subscribers would be cool. Making this like a living would also be freaking awesome. I don't know why, but my highest goal is hosting a panel, or being a part of a panel anyways, where like people come to see me like in person talk about random stuff. That would be so cool. So that's just the thought that was going through my head. And maybe it's because I've just been watching panels, and of course I'd want to go to a Throne Controllers panel, which is hosted by Chugga Conroy and the Runaway guys, like Lieutenant Capri Sun and Proton John host this thing like pretty much every convention, called Throne Controllers, which is basically like a game show where you can win prizes and stuff. I'd love to go in one of those. That would be so awesome. Hardened. Awesome. But how many times have I said awesome so far? Because I realized there's been one time where I've just said that like way too often. Like I constantly, come here. You know where are you? Where are you hiding? No, here. Get over here. Behind. Okay. I'm having a lot of control issues with my Pokemon too. No. I don't want you to heal my Pokemon yet. Oh, I want to catch a Pikachu, but they're so hard. Oh, your life is just so difficult, isn't it? I feel so bad for you. You remind me of my niece and nephew that I mentioned earlier. My nephew being 3 years old, my niece being 1. My nephew, every time he doesn't get what he wants, it's just the end of the world for him. And it's just like, your life is just so difficult. You can't have that little toy car. Oh, you poor thing. This is just the end of you, isn't it? Your existence is useless now. I feel so bad for you. Poor thing. That's basically what, I don't know her name. What is your name? Serena, no, that's Serena. What is, okay, I know you, the smart one is something. The ice cream one is something with a T, Torino, Serena, and what is her name? I mean, it's obviously not very. It's not Bonnie. Bonnie's way cooler. What is your? What is your name? I need to know. Tell me. Okay, whatever. Your name's up. This is gonna drive me insane. Hi. I need. I'm hearing voices. That's scaring me. Okay. I need to. What is her name? Oh my god, we're Caterpies, dude. Are you doing a solo run as well? That's awesome. I love Caterpies, man. That's probably the most redundant thing I have ever said in any video ever. Is I love Caterpie. Wow, your attack really sucks. That is a level 2 Caterpie, and you didn't even do. I mean, your defense is really awesome, but it's a 3-shot on a level 2 Caterpie. I know Caterpie's kind of amazing. We need to respect that, but you also might want to step up your game a little bit, because that's really pathetic, Metapod. But oh no, for you guys, have you ever been to a convention before, like PAX, or I've been to one convention. I went to SAC Anime, which is an anime convention held in Sacramento. I think twice a year. I went in summer. or I either went in summer of 2013 or I went in winter of like January of 2014. I think it was January of 2014. That sounds right. But that was actually pretty cool, although there wasn't really that many things gaming based. Like, it was a mainly anime convention. I did get some Pokemon things there. Like, if you see all the Pokeballs I have on the back there, I don't know if you can see it, but I have like a Pokeball hacky sack. I got that there. I got these really crappy made Kanto gym badges, which I don't have anymore. I don't know what happened to them. And I know I got something else, but I can't remember what. The little guy back there, he came from a convention. He's awesome. But what did I get at the convention? It was really cool though. I love going to conventions. It was super awesome just seeing all the cosplayers. I would love to cosplay someday. Like, right now my main cosplaying goal is Rumpelstiltskin from Once Upon a Time. I'm currently watching through that. Awesome show. I'm only in season 2, so please no spoilers if you've seen it, or if you haven't seen it, you should totally go watch it. Yes, it's about Disney princesses, but it's the most badass show ever. So, just saying, you should totally go watch it. It's really, really good. But right now, I'm wanting to cosplay as Rumpelstiltskin, which my hair is pretty much perfect length for, so that'll work out just fine. I don't know where I'm going to get some fancy elaborate outfit or paint my skin gold. That's probably going to be a bit more difficult, but I'll just use a little bit of black magic and then everything will be fine. But what I wanted to know is, like, have you guys ever been to conventions before? Because I don't know, I find conventions so interesting. I've never been to a big convention. I don't really want to go to Comic-Con, to be completely honest, because I just hear a lot of shit about Comic-Con, like how people wait like 18 hours just to get inside. It's a comics, which I like comics, but I'm not exactly a big comic fan. I don't really read them. I'm more of like a movie kind of comic person, and sorry, I prefer to movies or to comics. I also prefer movies over books to a certain extent. Although I do enjoy reading books, so I can't really say that, like, I hate books or anything. But I want to go, like, to a gaming con. Like, I would love to go to PAX. I plan on going to PAX next year. Maybe someday I'll be able to go to PAX Prime, PAX East, and PAX Prime, and PAX South, and like Australian PAX, and I know there's like E3. Like, I don't know how in the world I'd get a pass to E3, but if I somehow got a pass to E3, that would just be the coolest thing in the entire world. I'd love that, because, I mean, E3 is where they, like, really bring out the big stuff, but now that we have reached Santoon City, I think we should heal up, and that is probably going to wrap it up for us today, guys. So, Tierno. Hey, can you tell me what the little girl's name is? Because I can't really remember, and I feel a little bit bad about that, because, well, I don't really like her. It seems rude to just refer to her as, like, that girl. Like, I would probably be insulted if somebody forgot my name. Although, I'm really, really bad with names. Like, when I worked at Toys R Us for a little while, and it took me 2 weeks to learn my boss's name, because it was Shane, I believe, and I kept calling him Sean. He wasn't happy about that, but that is going to do it for us today, guys. If you did enjoy this video, please, once again, feel free to show that awesome, awesome, awesome Team Caterpie support by hitting the like button down below. Very much appreciated. But until next time, Hardy, take yo-yo.